If I don't spark the mind, I'm not living motivation. If you live it or you make it, I can take it that you're faking. I'll call your bluff, I'll point you out, I can get so blatant.
What up, YouTube family and folks? This is Kevin's perspective, the perspective that keeps on giving. Like, share, and subscribe to that channel. We going live right now. Just go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, let people know what's going on around here. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to talk about. Look, I watched the Warriors last night, man. I watched the game. It was an interesting game, to be honest. Shouts to the Warriors. Congratulations to the Warriors. You know, you see the title, you see the thumbnail. What am I talking about here? Steph took that personally. He took it personally, man. He heard what y'all was talking about. I'm gonna show the post game. Post game, he knew what y'all were talking about, and I know what he's talking about too. I know what he's talking about. All the people chit chatting and saying everything, saying what they had to say. We gonna talk about it. We gonna bring it up. Let's talk. Let's see what Steph got going on here. Let's see what Steph got going on.
That's why I said I think this championship hits different. That's why I had so many emotions and still will, just because of what it took to get back here. And the fact that when we started this season, you know, a lot of conversations about who we were as a team and what we were capable of, and clearly remember some experts and talking heads putting up the big zero of how many championships we would have going forward because of everything that we went through. So we hear all of that and you carry it all and try to maintain your purpose, not let it distract you, but you carry that weight. And to get here, it all comes out. So it's special.
Vince on the left.
Steph, Vince, good y'all.
Man, hey man, Steph knew what he was talking about. I knew what he was talking about. Hey, People are tired. He was tired of the KD conversation. KD is boy, so he ain't gonna say it publicly. He ain't gonna say it out loud. That's his guy. KD is his dude, but he was tired of people saying the Warriors couldn't do it without KD. He was tired of this Kevin Durant conversation, and he took it personal. He took it personal last year. He wanted to do it last year, but he got hurt. So KD, coming to the Warriors, people started to make it seem like the Warriors needed him. And I think Steph took that personally. Steph did not need Kevin Durant. But he did not like that conversation. Even though Kevin Durant, listen, Kevin Durant is an all-around talent. He just wants to score. He just wants to shoot. That's it. He don't want to be that guy people want him to be. Kevin Durant ain't the leader of a team. He's not LeBron. He's not Steph. He's not the face of the league. He don't want to be that. He can't. That's not him. And I'm gonna talk about Jason Tatum in a little bit too. But that's not KD, man. People try to make it seem like KD is that guy that's gonna lead a team to a championship just based off of him being him, rallying the team up. He's not the GM guy. He's not the team rally guy. He's just a scorer. All he wants to do is just score baskets. That's it. He just wants to go out there and play. So when he went to the Warriors, he was in the best situation he could be in because he doesn't have to worry about nothing else but just scoring. That's it. It was still Steph's team. Even though Kevin Durant was the main scorer, it was Steph's team. But I don't think that Steph liked the narrative after KD left that the Warriors needed KD. He took that personally. KD, that's his guy. But now you see what KD is and you see what Steph is. They rank KD, after those two championships, they rank KD so much higher than Steph. Steph took that personally. He's like, yo, don't you know I'm the MVP twice? Don't you know this is my team? I think that really riled him up. And the year that he got hurt his pride because he really wanted to rally then, but he couldn't. So, and then Clay got hurt. But Steph is like, nah, I wasn't going for that. Sorry. This is my team. I'm gonna show y'all I don't need KD. I'm gonna show y'all that while KD's watching me from home, I'm gonna win this championship. We're gonna get back to where we were without him. That was Steph took that personally, man. People are like, yo, there's a conversation of saying, where does this put KD since Steph won? Well, I think it already exposed KD a long time ago when he lost in the playoffs. KD was not the main alpha of a team. Never was, never will be. He's not. It's not his personality. It's not who he is. So yeah, it does affect KD as far as his, I guess, image, because people see it exposed people who didn't know, exposed KD to seeing him as, oh, he's just a guy who scores baskets. He's not going to lead a team to a championship based off of the guidance that he gives teammates and how he rallies around teams. So yeah, it does make you look at KD differently, if you hadn't already. Make sure y'all still hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. But yeah, of course it makes KD look a little bit differently to those, especially in ESPN. They gonna kill KD after this. Wait until these conversations come out. They're gonna start killing KD. But where does that put Steph all time? So let's look at this all-time list, man. This all-time list is looking crazy. Let's see here. Let me get to the all-time list because it was on ESPN. I saw it the other day. top 10. If you don't know, the NBA 75th anniversary was this year. So I guess ESPN decided to put their own list together of the top 10 out of that list. So let's look at this list. You got Mike, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Wilt, Bill, Larry, Duncan, Oscar Robertson, Kobe Bryant. Now, is Steph a top 10 player? Me personally, I think he is. I think that Steph has solidified himself as being in an argument with Magic Johnson. He has. He is in an argument with Magic Johnson as far as the best point guard of all time. You can argue it. You might not agree with it, but you can argue it. This championship solidified that. This MVP solidified that. His entire season this year solidified that. So the question is, who gets bumped off the list? Stephen A. takes off Wilt Chamberlain. To be honest with you, I'm not mad at that. I'm not even mad at that, to be honest. But who gets bumped off the list? I might got to go with Oscar. I might have to go Oscar Robertson. I might have to go Oscar Robertson, man. I don't think I'm gonna take Will off. I wouldn't put Will that high. I wouldn't put Will at number 5. But I think that it might have to be Oscar Robertson, bro. And within the next couple years, depending on the dynasty of the Warriors and what they got going on, if they continue to win championships, if he continues to win MVPs, he's in the top 5. Off rip, he's top 5 at that point. Then you got to worry about or think about who to take off the top 5 list. Which I would definitely replace Wilt with Steph at that point. But even now, like, I'm not even mad at taking Will off. To me, it got to be between Will and Oscar Robertson. It's between them two for me. Do they got Bird too high? You can argue it. You can argue Bird being a little too high, Kobe being a little too low. You can argue it. I would honestly switch Bird and Duncan. But you can argue the list. Is he a top 10 player? To me, he is. So you got to bump somebody off the list. Y'all tell me who he bumps off the list. At this point, with the way his career is and his legacy is, going to the championship, going to the finals 6 times, winning 4, 2 MVPs, finals MVP, All-Star Game MVP, best 3-point shooter in the league ever of all time, most 3 points ever all time. Changed the entire game of how the basketball is played in the NBA today. Revolutionized basketball. Or the NBA, how the game is played. Like, you can't deny Steph Curry being top 10 of all time just based off of his impact. I think Steph has solidified it. And I think that he took all that stuff personally because he wanted to solidify it. Man out there playing golf with Jordan, man. Come on. He playing golf with Jordan, having interviews, and then come back and shoot 50% from the field. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Did he have a phenomenal finals? No. He had a phenomenal team support. But he didn't have a phenomenal finals. You know, he didn't score 40 a game. He did have that one game where he scored, he put up them buckets and turned the whole series around. He turned everything around with that game. Now I did have the Warriors in 5, but I didn't predict that they were going to get blown out in the fourth quarter on their home court. Didn't see that coming. But the Warriors, man, Jordan Poole is a rising star. Wiggins is finding his groove. Klay Thompson did not step up or show up in this finals at all. Not like that. And I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised by it. Because if you think about it, psychologically, it probably was messing with him. I wouldn't doubt it. In the finals is where he injured himself. Tore his ACL. Almost ended his career in the finals. So I'm pretty sure he was playing it safe. He was playing it very safe. So psychologically, he might have been dealing with that. This is where he was last time. He almost ended his career. Steve Kerr is a top 5 coach now. It's undeniable. You can't deny it. In the NBA, he is a top 5 coach now. People thought Steve Kerr was a fluke when he first came in. Everybody thought that. That first year, it looked very fluky. But over time, he solidified himself as a phenomenal coach. And his coaching staff, like, they're just a great dynasty. He might be a new Pop coming up. He might be a new Pop coming up. And he learned from the best. He learned from Phil Jackson. So this is just a start from him. He might end up being one of the best coaches of all time if he continues to go the way he is, and if his dynasty continues to go the way it is. It don't matter who you bring on the Warriors, they're gonna win. That's a testament to not just the players, but the coaches as well. He finds a way to fit pieces together, and that's great. I'm excited for the Warriors, man. They're exciting to watch. I'm excited to see what the Lakers are going to do. I'm excited to see what LeBron is going to do, but he's coming on to the end of his career. So the Warriors are pretty much the face of the league right now. And Steph Curry is the face of the league. They try to make Kevin Durant that. They try to make, Giannis that. They try to make, who else? As far as the face of the league after LeBron, they try to give Harden that for a second. They try to give Kawhi that for a second. But it's Steph's league, man. It's been Steph's league for a while. Y'all continue to subscribe. I appreciate your subscriptions to the channel. But why did the Celtics lose? Why? Why did the Celtics lose? The Celtics is a good team. But they didn't have that star player. They tried to force it on Jason Tatum. They tried to force it on him. He's a good player. He's a young player. But they tried to force this elevation onto him that wasn't him. He's not that type of guy. Yeah, I saw the picture with Kobe, the Kobe picture and all this, but he's not that. He's not. He's going to be like another Durant. He's not that guy. Ja Morant is that guy. Ja Morant is the type of guy he wants the ball. He's going to want to take over the game. Ja Morant has more Mamba mentality to me than Jason Tatum. And what they needed was a Ja Morant to take over the game. I watched the Celtics last night, man, and they gave up. That last 3 minutes of the game, they gave up. They was only down by like 8 points. That might have seemed like a tall task, but at the same time, if that one player stepped up and started saying, "Give me the ball," it could have changed the whole game. They don't have that player. Yeah, they have good players. They have good surrounding players, but they needed that one star to say, "Give me the ball, and I'm going to jack up as many shots as possible until they start hitting, and until they keep fouling me." They didn't have that guy. What they needed was Tracy McGrady 13 points in 30 seconds. That's what they needed. It wasn't that he scored the points. It was that he took the ball. He said, "Give me the ball. I'm going to take the ball." This phenomenal moment is what they needed.
Seconds to go. Continues to hit at the line. And the Spurs now lead by 7. Rockets looking for a quick shot. Bowen is all over McGrady. Foul is picked up. Yes. A potential 4-point play. Tracy McGrady from downtown. And Tim Duncan could not get out of the way. Is called for the foul.
What a shot by McGrady. You'll see the screen by Yao Ming, which forces Duncan to help, and he just draws the contact and somehow gets it to go. Incredible shot by T-Mac.
16.2 to go in the fourth. Barrett can't find anybody. They have no timeouts remaining. Finally gets it in to McGrady. McGrady over Bowen for three. Yes! Yes! Tracy McGrady. 13 points. They've outscored the Spurs 14-6. And this a moment ago.
Well, they almost didn't get the ball in, and now you've got the best defender in the game on McGrady. How does he hit this? Bowen not wanting to pick up the foul, and McGrady amazingly somehow gets it to go. It's a 2-point game.
And a good job by Andre Barrett. They had no timeouts left, close to a 5-second count, but got the ball inbound. So 11.2 to go in this fourth quarter. San Antonio now clinging to a 2-point lead. They've led by as many as 11. Yao Ming on the inbounds. Trying to make things difficult for Brent Barry. Gets it in. And then Brown lost it. Here comes McGrady. No timeouts remaining. McGrady for the win. Yeah. 1.7 to go. San Antonio with no timeout. Here's Parker on the Rockets. Steal a game from the Spurs.
That's what they needed right there. That's what they needed, man. They needed that guy that can say, "Yo, give me the ball. I'm going to get us where we need to go. Even if we fail, give me the ball. I don't care. Just give me the ball. And I'm going to jack up the shots." It ain't like he can't make it. Jason Tatum is a great shooter. Jaylen Brown is a great shooter. They both great shooters. They had plenty of shooters. They just needed somebody to say, "Give me the ball." That's what you call the excitement of the game. And for them to give up 3 minutes before the game ended on their home court says a lot about them not being ready. They just weren't ready. They don't have that yet. Will Jason Tatum grow into that? I doubt it, because I don't think that's his personality. That requires a certain personality and a certain push from a coach. Your coach got to push you to do that. And he's a new coach, so he has to grow as well. He wouldn't know what to do with a superstar. He knows how to build a team to have teamwork, but he might not know how to build a superstar. So yeah, that's what hindered the Celtics. Will they be back? Of course they're gonna be back. They're gonna be back in the playoffs. I don't see anybody in the East really beating the Celtics. I can't think of anybody. Yeah, you got the Heat, but they need more pieces. I can't think of anybody who's going to really beat the Celtics overall. Yeah, you got the Nets, you got Philly, but they rely too much on all-stars. They got to have better team chemistry. But that's all I got for today, man. Where y'all rank Steph? Where is Steph on this list? On the all-time list now. Where y'all rank him? Leave the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Peace out.